Whew. What is going on here, folks? What is going on here? Oh well. You know what? Whatevs. Good morning. I'm trying to wake up here. Open your eyes, Jamie. Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. I hope you all slept well. I did because I'm in my onesie. And I typically sleep well when I am in my onesie because I'm warm. And when I sleep in my regular pajamas, I'm freezing. Happy birthday, Alana. Anyway, last night Michael took the girls to the daddy-daughter dance, and they had so much fun. My father-in-law met them there, so each girl would have somebody to dance with. My father-in-law is so cute. He calls Michael, and he goes, I've never been to a daddy-daughter dance before. And Michael was like, duh, you had 5 sons. I get it. It's your first time. There's a first time for everything. Let's go. My poor father-in-law is probably thinking, at this point, he's made it to the end of his life without having to, go to a daddy-daughter dance. But, ha, 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 no such luck. And so Max and I just spent some time together. It's so funny. He cried for the girls when they left. He was so sad. Not that he didn't want to spend time with me, but when you have kids that close together, they are really they want to be together all the time. They don't know how to do things apart. It's very hard for them to be apart. Very hard. So he cried for them and he was like, I'm just gonna miss Olivia, Mom. I was like, you'll be fine. It's 2 hours, okay? So he and I went out to eat and we had such a nice time. I told him no phone, no nothing. We're gonna sit at this table and we are going to talk to each other. So we played the question game and I got to ask him something and he got to ask me anything. And we went back and forth and it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. And then we went out for ice cream and it was wonderful. And when we got home, Michael and the kids and the girls got home and Olivia won the hula hoop contest. She takes her hula hooping very seriously. Super competitive. So if Olivia ever, hello Homewood, if Olivia ever challenges you to a hula hoop contest, I suggest you say no. Anyway, so then we just came home and I put them all to bed and everything was fine and it was nice. It was really nice. Michael looks so cute in his bow tie. Tuxedo one night, bow tie the next. Who said that man's not versatile? All right, so what else is going on? So, okay. I have this great guy friend, and he actually lives in Birmingham, and he's single, and we were talking about dating, and, we were having this really open, heart-to-heart conversation about the way that he treats the girls that he dates, and he was like, sometimes you gotta treat him different. And I'm like, but why would you treat him different? And he was like, cause y'all are the ones that set the way we treat you. Now, I think probably somewhere in my mind I kind of knew this, but it was fascinating to hear a man say it. So I was like, what do you mean? Well, cuter was, he was like, you're not going to talk about it on Coffee Talk, are you? I was like, I am absolutely going to talk about it on Coffee Talk. Yes, I am. So basically what he explained to me was that women set the tone for the way men treat them. And men just adjust their sails accordingly. We decide how they treat us. It's what we put up with, what we accept, what we initiate. He said, so if a girl comes at me and she starts with sending me sexy texts and sexy pictures, I'm going to treat her one way. If a girl comes to me she's all business, and she's like, if you want to go out on a date, you let me know when, you set it up and let me know, whatever. I'm going to treat her another way. And listen, here's the interesting thing. You would think this would be like so obvious to us, right? But as he was saying it, I was realizing that I was like processing it as if it was the first time that I had heard it, even though like I know it, but like I needed to hear it, if that makes sense. And obviously there are exceptions to every rule. Like obviously when you're dealing with significant abusive relationships or whatever, that's a whole different story. But I'm talking about just like the normal, typical, you meet a guy, even a girl. Here's the thing. The truth is that these conversations and these sentiments apply to people in your life. People treat you the way you set the boundaries and sort of rules for how you want to be treated. And if they don't respect those boundaries, and if they sort of don't acquiesce to what you're putting out there, if they're not picking up what you're putting down, it's right there in that moment that establishes the way the rest of that relationship is going to go. Because if you don't lock it up or let it go, let the relationship go, they know, well, she wanted to be treated like A, but I treated her like B, and she tolerated it. So now I know. And that is the truth. So we always say what we would never put up with, like, I will never put up with X, Y, and Z. And then we do. And once they see that we do, they begin to take advantage of us. And they take advantage of our boundaries. And they take advantage of the respect that we want. Because we, you know how in like football you got to hold the line? A lot of times we don't hold our own line. We teach others how to treat us. That is the truth. And then they adjust. It's not the other way around. And if it is the other way around in your life, if you are looking at your relationships, male, female, romantic, platonic, whatever, and you are realizing that you're the one constantly readjusting, not the other way around, you're doing it wrong. You are doing it wrong.
Mommy.
What?
Stay in your
Good job, sister. Oh, great job. Hey, buddy. Oh, I'm so proud of you. All right, go get dressed, please, for school.
No, Dad said that I can.
Okay, listen to me. Please get dressed.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm sorry about that. We're working on staying dry. These pull-ups are killing me. Now Ace is here. So let me go back. Okay. Hey, buddy. You teach others how to treat you. Okay? Here's the thing. For those of you that are saying this is not always true, it is. Because when they step to you and try to treat you a certain way off the bat, before you've even shown them anything, it is then your job at that very second to establish what you will and will not put up with, what you will and will not tolerate, what does and does not work for you. It's the same thing. What came first, the chicken or the egg? I'm talking about the second that somebody tries you. If you don't dig your heels in and hold the line for what it is you will and will not respect, the way you want to be treated, the second you give them a glimpse, for example, you want a man to take you seriously, you really like him, right? Late night, he texts you something a little flirty, so you flirt a little bit back. Then he goes a little bit further. You know that's not how you want him to see you, but you're afraid that if you shut him down, he'll disappear. Your insecurity takes over and says, what's the big deal? Respond. Write back something nasty. He wants to play. He's in the mood. Right. Now, if you're down for that, if you're good with that, then I 100% support you and I'll help you compose that dirty text, honey, because I'm so good at it. But if they test you like that, and you know it doesn't feel right, you know that's not who you want to be, you don't want that relationship with him, you want him to take you seriously, but you're afraid that if you don't respond, if you don't engage, he'll go find it somewhere else, and you do it anyway, you don't hold your line, you go against what you want because your insecurity takes over and says, you got to give it to him because if I don't, he'll disappear. You've just taught him how to treat you. You have shown him what you're good with. That is the truth. For all of us, not just you, because there's some of you who are getting real defensive because you know it's real. And it's hard to, look, none of us are without insecurity. None of us have ever, have escaped that moment when they've come to us with something that has pushed us outside our comfort zone. And we don't really want to pursue that route, but our insecurity takes over and says, if you don't, he'll go get it somewhere else. And it's that battle of, well, I don't really want to be that girl, but I don't want him to go anywhere else. And I'm telling you right now, we all could sit here and say, I'd just say goodbye. I'd let him go somewhere else. But the truth is, when your insecurity takes over, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. The same thing for friends too. When a friend asks you to do something and she's a taker and she never does anything for you, but she always has her hand out and she hits you with the, can you please get my kids? Can you watch my whatever? Can you do whatever? You don't really want to, but you're afraid you'll be shunned. You're afraid she'll talk about you because you already have seen who she is now. She has shown you who she is and you kind of live in fear of that. That is the same thing. When you agree to do it, but you really don't want to, you've established the way these people can take advantage of you, the way that these people can talk to you. All right, Stefano, you got to go, buddy. Stephanie Kaiser is right. You can't control your actions, but you can control the way you respond to other people. And I just want you to know that what you are dealing with is very normal. It is, nobody is without those moments in their life when you've got a decision to make and your insecurity is loud. It's saying, text him back, send him the picture, tell him what he wants to hear, because you don't want him to go somewhere else, but you also don't want to be that girl. You want him to take you seriously. You want it to mean more than that, and you don't know. It is, we have all been there. Every single one of us has had a moment like that. So you are not alone in this. That's why we're just having the conversation. Are you playing golf? Hey, I got an email that the kids have church today, Mass. Yep, I got it from 2 teachers, so I'll re-pull it up and tell you. All right. I got to deal with this. But I love you guys so much today. It's Monday. And I can't concentrate because he's digging in the drawers. So, all right, he's out. Okay. I love you guys so much today. I want you guys to have a great day. I also want to say that I went to bed last night praying for the people of Quebec City, and I will not stop praying for the people of Quebec City today. Nobody anywhere in this world should be murdered in cold blood while they are praying to God. Their God, any God, here a God, there a God, anywhere a God, God. Whatever it is that you believe, you should be able to do so without the fear of being killed. I love you guys so much today. Have a great, great day. Lots of cooking videos coming this week. I'm very excited.